This is why you should be worried about facial recognition boarding passes. If you have flown with JetBlue or Delta Airlines lately, you might have had the option to board the plane by smiling for a camera. However, now, customs and airline officials say this technology may soon replace our paper boarding passes for good. But how does it work? Right now, facial recognition scans are used to verify passengers' identities when they board international flights. Rather than handing over, facial recognition scans can already be found at airports across the country. JetBlue supporters of this new tech say that facial recognition scans are more convenient for passengers, considering they no longer need to keep track of paper boarding passes. The scans can also, for privacy advocates like the ACLU, facial recognition scans raise several red flags. Once a photo is, thankfully, no. Officials say, it looks like these systems aren't going away anytime soon. In fact, the post appeared first on
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.